Good morning. Welcome back to Question and Research. And today's Black History moment is A. Philip Randolph. He was born in 1889 and he passed away in 1979. So he had 90 years on this earth doing what he wanted to do as far as labor. He was born in the state of Florida and he moved to New York and he resided in New York City. Now, growing up, his parents did push education and he was all for that. So when he was in New York City, he worked during the day and he went to school at night at City College. Um, what's very interesting about him that I really like is he was organized and he pushed through with things. He executed. He organized, strategized, and he executed a lot of things that affect everybody today. He did the Brotherhood of Sleeping Car Porters. That was a union for the Pullman porters. He did the March on Washington. He also enlisted Martin Luther King to head the Civil Rights Movement. So his whole thing was about the common man. The common man need things too. We need to live. We need to eat. We need to have livable, inhabitable places to be at. We need to work in places that are livable and everything. So he headed the National Negro Congress, and this is an umbrella of a mass of movements during its time. Now, the March on Washington, he organized that in 1941, and he also pressured two U.S. presidents, which is Franklin D. Roosevelt and Harry S. Truman. One, the executive order by FDR was the 8802 banning discrimination in defense industries, and also Harry S. Truman to desegregate the Army. So this affected the Mumford Marines who were stationed in North Carolina, and all this stuff. Again, Black people were barred from a lot of things that we couldn't do. And he also managed to gain government sponsorship for Black jobs. That's another go. That's another thumbs up. Another thing to look into. Now, there was a organization called the American Federation of Labor, and Black people were barred from that. Well, eventually they weren't barred anymore because he was the one that had a hand in that as well. Again, the common man, everything for the common man. That was just very important. Again, Pullman Porter Company. He organized that union in 1937. He also enlisted Martin Luther King as the civil rights leader to be the face or the spokesman of it, everything. So he was behind the scenes writing, organizing, getting together things so it can push through for us. I don't know if anyone remembers the pen is mightier than the sword, but the pen is mightier than the sword because he had executive orders from FDR and he received an executive order from Harry S. Truman to mandate that as law. Like, you cannot do these things because we're people too. So today, that's our Black History moment. A. Philip Randolph. I'm thankful that I heard about him. I wanted to do people that I never really heard about or is not really being talked about because we don't really know anything. To me, growing up, Black history was a really big thing, and they only talk about the ones that was really in the forefront. I want to talk about people who actually made some changes, not to say that others didn't, but I want to talk about people who had their hand in it. So thank you. Make sure you click the subscribe button, like, share, comment. Also follow me on Instagram. The link should be in the description. And thank you and have a blessed day.